Autonomous cars are one of those miraculous technologies that always seems to be a few years away, yet we never achieve them. Or are they? In truth, experiments about self-driving cars have been conducted since at least 1920, whereas the real development began around 1950. However, aside from prototypes, the last 100 years haven't been very hopeful for those wishing to sit back and relax while the car does all the work. But why is it so difficult to develop a mass-produced, safe and consumer-friendly self-driving car? In the last 100 years, we went from this to this. Not to mention our huge advantages in almost every field of knowledge, from medicine to engineering and everything in between. We even managed to send humans to the moon. So, what's really stopping us from developing a car that can drive on its own? Well, to start off, we must understand that driving is a process much more complex than simply pressing a couple of pedals to accelerate and brake. A driver must be completely aware of the surroundings, and that includes being able to process a huge amount of information. Looking for the speed sign, paying attention to the other cars nearby, realizing the need to slow down because of a hole on the road ahead, all at the same time. Those are just a few examples of complex situations that machines weren't previously able to understand and react in time. However, with our current advances in the fields of artificial intelligence and, more specifically, machine learning, the computers inside our cars are getting better and better at comprehending their surroundings in a way that can make them even safer than their human counterparts. Yet, those technologies need more time to improve if we are to completely trust in the machine's abilities to drive. However, a human driver knows that it is wise to slow down if there are children playing with a ball on the sidewalk. Because of our experience, we just know that there is a chance that the ball might go to the street and some kid may try to retrieve it, and that's why it would be wise to slow down beforehand. The machine, however, would clearly see the children playing, but it wouldn't be able to make such a prediction and thereby wouldn't slow down in advance, and that difference could result in an accident. However, even if we have such problems to take into account, the benefits of driverless technologies are considerable. For the everyday commuter, for example, all those hours getting stressed at traffic could turn into leisure time by watching a movie or reading a book. For those focused on productivity, the commute would be a great time to learn a new subject or even read and reply emails. And that could lead into a change even in the real estate market. Suddenly, the long hours of commuting aren't so terrible anymore. Actually, some people would really see the benefit of paying for a house much further away, but also much cheaper, because the commute time suddenly wouldn't be a boring and stressful daily ordeal. Also, driverless cars and trucks could revolutionize the transport of goods around and inside countries. Driverless trucks would neither feel sleepy on the wheel or need to stop for eating and resting. They could work shifts that would be impossible for their human counterparts, and labor costs of the transporting companies would be considerably reduced. For countries that don't have a very good railroad network, neither good navigable rivers and thereby heavily depends on trucks, the benefits to the economy could be substantial. It's worth mentioning that we won't spend much time talking about job losses because nowadays no one seems to care about the horse breeders before the car took over or the candle makers before the lamp. That's simply progress, and although it can create problems, the benefits usually outweigh them and life becomes better for all of us. Well, those were some things we thought it would be interesting to share with you today. If you want to keep learning, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. That was it for today, see you next time.